What's up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to Schoolboy to Superstar with Borussia Dortmund. Today we have Liverpool in the Champions League quarterfinal second leg. Liverpool's the draw we get for the quarterfinal, and it's probably the hardest draw we could have possibly had because English teams are overpowered unlike any other teams in the game. Oh, more than Real Madrid, more than PSG, more than Bayern Munich. It's always English teams that are just stupidly ridiculous in this game, and Liverpool are the best of the English teams. They are 5 points clear with 2 games in hand over Leicester. So yeah, not the best draw. We could have gotten such an easier draw. And we have also got a draw for the semifinal. So if we do somehow beat Liverpool today and advance to the semifinal of the Champions League, we will get the winner of Bayern Munich and Roma. So I feel pretty good about that. We've done well against Bayern Munich this season, the last 2 seasons really. We've done well against Bayern, and Roma are probably the weakest team left in the competition. So I feel pretty good about that, but to do that, we have to get past the hardest test we're going to have all season. This Dortmund away leg against Liverpool is the hardest match of the season, no doubt, in my mind. And we're without one of our main starters. Thomas Meunier tore his hamstring. He's probably out for the rest of the season. Might be back for a Champions League final, but I don't know, it's questionable. Yusuf Moukoko, I'm pretty sure, is going to miss the rest of the season, so we're going to be without him. So yeah, not ideal, but in terms of the Bundesliga, we're a little bit good. Bayern also a little bit suck. Let's look at their schedule, because it feels like they've not done well. Couple draws, couple losses in the Bundesliga, some more losses. I mean, it's still pretty good. I think it's just our schedule, our run has just been so ridiculously good. Like, compare that to ours. It's not much anything there that's not green, especially recently in the Bundesliga. That's a lot of green. We've done ridiculously well. This team is so good. Erling Haaland has 43 goals on the season. Gio Reyna has 19 assists. 8 player of the matches for Gio Reyna. So it's going well. But so the games we played since the last saw you, played a few games. After the Olympiacos match in the first leg, we did obviously make it through, but first we had to play Hanover, beat them 3-0. Nico with a brace. Nnamdi Khan's getting his first goal for the club. So that was pretty cool. Rotated a little bit for this match. Hanover were not doing great. Just came off of a big Champions League match where we really put a lot into it, so a little bit of rotation, but still played well. 3-1 against Cologne the next game. They had a sending off in the 61st minute, but we were already 2-0 up at that point, or 2-1 up at that point. So that was actually kind of influential. It helped us get the goal to put it beyond doubt, and they couldn't come back down a man, 2 goals down. And they then continued the goal scoring form with a 4-0 against Fortuna Dusseldorf. They had another sending off in the 35th minute. We were only 1-0 up at that point, or 2-0 up at that point, sorry. So we were already pretty comfortable, but after that we just kind of ran them off the pitch. But speaking of running teams off the pitch, before we get to that, we have to go to Olympiacos where we beat them 4-0. Haaland scoring a hat trick. Pretty much running them off the pitch too. But after that, 8-1 against Union Berlin. 8-1. It was ridiculous. And we scored, 6 goals in the first half? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals, including 1 in stoppage time in the first half. 6-0 at halftime. Camavinga scores in the second half, along with Jamal Musiala getting his first goal for the club. They get a penalty just to make it not look quite as ridiculous, but it's still pretty ridiculous. It was the best performance of the season. I mean, I don't know. Because of competition, maybe not, because Union Berlin are not very good. They're mid-table, but 8-1 is pretty ridiculous. 6-0 against Schalke might have been better, actually. Then we had 3-1 against Paderborn. We are scoring like crazy. Like 2 goals against Olympiacos, but then 3, 3, 4, 4, 8, 3. Kyle Jorge getting a brace in this game. So good to see him on the score sheet. Then played Nuremberg, beat them 4-0. Rotated a lot for this match because this Paderborn match, I almost skipped over it, but this Paderborn match is when we won the Bundesliga title. We won it by beating Paderborn. Bayern didn't have enough points capable to come back. So I completely rotated for the rest of the Bundesliga games. I'm going to rotate for all these Bundesliga games. This is probably going to be the lineup I'm going to go with. Van de Voort in goal, Netz at right back, Nianzou and Arian B at center back. I really want to get them some game time to see if I can make them a little happier so they'll agree to sign for the club if I can do a transfer, or at least agree to be here for another year on loan because their loan contracts run out this year. So, and I want to keep them both at the club if possible. They're both really good center back prospects, and center backs are kind of a hard thing to come by. We've got a few youngsters that are pretty good, but yeah, so those guys I definitely want to keep. Calafiori at left back. Thomas Eichinger, a name you might slightly remember. He's a regen from our first youth intake, I believe. And he played a 7.5. He is amazing. His technicals aren't really all there. He's got some good first touch heading, but other than that, it's not really much. But those mentals and physical stats at 17 years old are nuts for a defensive ball-winning midfielder. And that's exactly what he is. He's a ball-winning midfielder, I think. He's got the heading, even though he's only 5'9", but he's got the stamina and work rate. He's got the bravery. He's got the aggression. He's got the positioning. He's got the physical ability, really, to do it, to run. I really value pace and acceleration and agility in a ball-winning midfielder because they have to have pace to close down defenders. Like, if they're slow, defenders are going to get the ball out before they can even close them down to try to win a tackle. So I like that pace in my ball-winning midfielders. He's got it. Thomas Eichinger looks like he's going to be a future star. 5-star potential. 2.5 stars current ability. The other ones, Jude Bellingham started. I don't really have Nico's kind of my third midfielder. I don't really have a fourth that's got a whole lot of potential. Carlos Alcaraz was the guy I was hoping would be that guy, but it's just not really there. He doesn't really have the kind of potential I was looking for. Maybe he could be a solid backup, but he's never going to be anything too special. But Jude Bellingham and Nico got the games this time. Yusuf Demir on the right, Rayan Cherki on the left, and a name you probably haven't heard of. You might have remembered it when we signed him, but Zakaria Morissette with a hat trick in this game, and he is also a regen. He is 18 years old. We signed him from Châteauroux for $2.8 million, and he's a stud. 16 passing, 17 dribbling, 16 first touch, 15 finishing, 13 composure, solid physical stats, 6'6", 17 jumping reach, 13 off the ball, 14 technique, 13 work rate. All the numbers are good. 2.5 star current ability, 5-star potential. Looks like he's going to be a star of the future as well. So definitely wanted to give them the game time. They're probably the two standout youngsters, the two standout regions we've got at the club. Another one that looks pretty good, though, it came off the bench. If I can get to the right match. Rayan Pino, he's a right back / center back. He's a little short for a center back, doesn't have the best jumping reach. I showed him last episode, but really good in the tackle. He's okay as a fullback because his dribbling crossing is decent. I think he's better as a center back. He just needs to work on his jumping reach a little bit more. He's got really good physicals. The balance could be really useful at center back. So I think he could be a good ball-playing center back. He only has 9 passing and 9 vision, but for 12 first touch, 7 dribbling is not amazing, but I don't know. He could be pretty good for us. I played him at right back, I believe, this game, just because I didn't want to take out any of my center backs. Rainier's on the bench. Jamal Musiala on the bench. So that's kind of the squad I've been going with for these Bundesliga matches, trying to get all my youngsters in there that have a lot of potential, have what I want to be a good long future at this club. But the big match, Champions League quarterfinal, first leg against Liverpool, 2-2. And let's look at the match stats. Not Papetti, the match stats. We were probably the better team. They had the XG advantage, but Badu, I think it was offside goal, but 12 shots, 8 on target, double their shots on target. I guess our chances just weren't that great. Like, we created a lot of them, they just weren't that as high quality as theirs. They got some balls over the top that really our defense struggled with. Boadu getting behind. Mane just running completely from his own half to score this one. Like, he just ran past our entire defense. He's ridiculous. Haaland getting a goal because, of course, he did. And Sancho getting a goal in the 86th minute to give us the draw. That was huge. So that means if it's a 3-3 draw, we can actually go through with a draw. But, yeah, that was an important goal, but it's going to be hard. This Liverpool match is very difficult. A couple other things I want to go through. I talked before about Erling Haaland's contract situation because he's had 2 years left on it. It was going to expire in 2024, but he has signed a new deal. He is here for the foreseeable future on a lot of money, but not as much as he wanted. But these are ridiculous. The bonuses and the clauses, I had to go ridiculous because he wanted $500,000 a year, $500,000 per week. Not $500,000 a year, half a year a week, $500,000 a week. $500,000 per week. That was what he wanted. That was his first negotiation. The highest I could go is $350,000, so I offered $350,000, and he got upset. It went orange. So I came up with this. Just put all the money on the table. Loyalty bonus, I'm not going to sell him, so I don't think that's going to be important. Appearance fee 130K, goal bonus 120K, assist bonus 85, team of the year 2.5, top goal scorer 2.5, 50K unused substitute fee, which is pretty dang high, but really, when's he ever going to be a sub? Almost never. A lot for winning the Champions League, the Bundesliga, for the DFB Pokal. Goal bonuses are ridiculous. And he's going to hit all of them too. So there's basically, what? About $8-9 million a year guaranteed. Assist bonus, he'll hit some of those too. He might hit the 10 assist bonus goal. So that's another $3 million. So $12 million almost guaranteed every single season just from bonuses. $0 relegation release clause, a 10% sell-on fee, and a match highest earner clause. I just threw everything in there because I wanted to keep him. Was it Barcelona? No, it was PSG and Man United were the teams in for him. They finally weren't watching his every waking move. And so I noticed that I hadn't seen any inbox items about Manchester United watching Erling Haaland. So I went to offer him a contract, and he was willing to talk. So that was huge. And before that, he actually said he didn't think we were playing at a high enough level, or we didn't have his ambitions were too high for this club. But apparently, he thinks we're doing with how well we've played. I thought we might have had to win the Champions League for him to want to stay, but by dominating the Bundesliga, he thought this was the place he wanted to be. He realized how big of a club we are, and Erling Haaland has signed until 2027. I think 2027. Yep, 6/30/2027. So he's here for the foreseeable future. For the rest of the series, we are going to have Erling Haaland. We also had a youth intake, and it wasn't the best. Let's see. These are some of the players that didn't quite make it. There's some 3 stars that I signed. This is the best of the bunch. Matthew O'Sullivan, a left back that can also play center back. He's only 5'10", so I think he's more of a left back. And he doesn't have any strength, so I think he's more of a left back. It says promising center back. I think he's a left back. Only 1-star current ability, but 5-star potential. 15 years old, Australian. You get so many good Australian players at this club. It doesn't make any sense. Australians, Americans, and Germans are basically exclusively what we get at this club. I don't know why. Americans kind of make sense, but I don't know where the Australians came from. So Matthew Sullivan, one of the best, and the second best was another Australian. Where's he at? Dan Doyle, is that the one? No. Yeah, it was Doyle. Dan Doyle is the other one. Another left back. 2 Australian left backs. He has 4.5-star potential. The other one had 5-star, so he's not quite as good, but yeah. I mean, I can only use depth at fullback positions. It's hard to find really good regen fullbacks, so I'm fine with regen fullbacks coming through the scout report. The rest of them weren't that good. There was one decent one, if I can find him. Nicholas Thornton was the one, another goalkeeper, German this time. He's okay. 3.5-star current, or 3.5-star potential ability, 1-star current, 16 years old. I don't think he's ever going to be anything. The rest were just 3-star players that I just signed because I could. I don't think they're ever going to be anything. They were all like 1-star current ability. If I can find one of them here. Yusuf Allen, I believe, is one of them. He's actually growing quite a bit since he joined. Fullback, he actually doesn't look too awful. So maybe he could be something. Yusuf Allen. Randy Salmon was my favorite, just because of the name. Randy Salmon, the American, 15 years old, 3 gray star current ability. So I don't think he's ever going to be anything. He also has a regen face, or a non-regen face, like from the Zealand face pack, regen face pack. He's got one of those faces, even though I haven't run it for this save. So I don't know how that got there, but apparently he has a face. Randy Salmon, I don't think is ever going to be anything. He's just too bad right now. He's never going to hit that 3 stars. Even though he's 15 years old, he's never going to reach that 3 stars. But I signed him just because I could, just to fill out the under-19s a little bit. Some players are going to be getting too old, like Paulo Duran, who might be selling. I had agreed a deal to sell him for like $8.75 million and 50% of next sale to an MLS club. But he would have had to be on a what's it called? The designated player. He would have had to been a designated player for them. They couldn't sign him for anything less than that. And they had too many designated players, so the deal fell through. I think $8.5 million for this guy is a great deal. He's okay. He's got some really good numbers, but only 3-star potential ability. 19 years old. Is he really going to grow any more than this? He's not improving really at all. So I think I would have been right to sell him, but he did not agree to a deal. But some of these other youngsters have a lot of potential at this club. Michael Fife, a really good high potential right back, 16 tackling, 15 crossing, 17 acceleration at 17 years old. He's going to be really good. Really excited about Michael Fife. Bankovic, a center back, another center back that I really like. Really good in the air, this one. Not the fastest, but really good in the air. Really good defensively. He could be really good. Croatian, came through the club. That's enough for the youngsters, though. We also set one record while we were going. We have scored the most goals in Bundesliga history. We overtook Bayern Munich. We have scored 105 goals, I believe, this season. The previous record was like 101. So we are going to annihilate that record. We are goal-scoring phenoms. So that's enough about that, though. That's about everything I wanted to go through. This is the squad that I'm going to play for this monumental match against Liverpool in the Champions League quarterfinal second leg. Berkey and Net. Net's going to have to start it right back because no Meunier. Papetti and Zagadou, Guerrero, Camavinga, Bellingham, Reina, Sancho, Holland. And I've decided to go with Caio Jorge. He played pretty well in the last 3 matches. And Turkey hasn't really shown me anything in our matches. Like those 2 really high variance games are in the under 19s. So, yeah, don't really see that and go, wow, he's been ridiculous for you. Those are under 19s games. Other games aren't bad, but 6.6, 7. I don't know. I just think Caio Jorge he's a little bit older. I trust him a little bit more. So he's going to come in. He's going to start. If he doesn't have it, I could bring Turkey in. I could bring Demir in maybe. I don't know how I could work that out. Move Sancho to the left, bring in Demir on the right. I could work things around. But Kanji, Calafiori, Delaney, Chan, Nico, Demir, and Turkey on the bench. So no natural strikers on the bench, but Turkey can play striker. Demir says he can play striker. I don't know if I'd ever actually want to play him striker. He's actually 14 finishing. He could be a decent striker. So both those guys will be okay playing a striker. But hopefully we won't need another one. Hopefully Erling Haaland doesn't go down. That's going to be really important to keep him healthy. If we don't have him, we don't have a chance of advancing past this round. So everything's going to fall under the ginormous shoulders of Erling Haaland. So let's get into it. Let's see if we can pull off what I think is going to be an upset and beat the juggernaut that is Liverpool. I'm going to say the media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a worthy display. I pump my fist and say I have faith. I'm going full high energy team talk. How do you feel ahead of the second match against Liverpool in quick succession? It's just another day in the office. How important will Eduardo Camavinga be to Dortmund today? I need him to perform, and I'm sure he will. I'm not sure he will. Defensive mids are a crapshoot. They have Milinkovic-Savic. They did not start him last game, so they have Milinkovic-Savic in there next to Rice. This is our squad. I think theirs is stronger. Like they've got some ridiculous players. Obviously, they don't have the same kind of restrictions that I put on my team. I can't go out there and buy Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. Can't go out there and buy Gianluigi Donnarumma. I can't go out there and buy Miran Boadu, who was a terror against us. He looked really good. Petty looking for the first goal, an early goal that would have been, but Donnarumma catches the header. Gonna look to try to start a counterattack, but Nets is gonna bring it down. Berkey hit that to Haaland. Oh, he doesn't quite get it. Oh no. Boadu is through, but he has no help currently. Pulls it across. It gets blocked by Guerrero. That should be the end of the highlight. Looks like it's gonna be our highlight, maybe? Caio Jorge on the ball. He's being closed down by Fabinho. Good tackle, and they're going to get to it. That's got to be into highlight, right? Surely this isn't going to be like a 5-minute highlight. No? Boadu is through on goal now. Keeper, you got to save that. He chips him. Boadu, again, absolutely annihilating us. Chips the keeper. And Liverpool go 1-0 up. We need 2 now. 1 goal is not enough. We have to have 2 goals now. I have to go attacking. Oh, and nearly got there. Zagadou nearly gets there to clear it off the line, but can't quite catch up to it. And Sancho's injured. That's exactly what I needed. One of my best players to get injured. He hasn't been playing well, though, so far this game. 6.6, but neither has anyone on the team. It's been a pretty garbage performance from the team so far. Yusuf Demir has to come in. Right? I mean, I could bring on Turkey, but I think I trust Yusuf Demir a little bit more, so I'm bringing on Demir. I mean, they've had 4 shots to start this game. We actually started off the game really well at home. We had like 4 shots, 4 on target before they even had a shot. But of course, their first shot went in because it's FM. Of course, the enemy's first shot always has to go in. We're gonna have a short throw to Reyna. Guerrero back into Reyna. Reyna in a lot of space, and Gio Reyna puts it into the top of the net, and it is back level. It is 1-1. I think I'm gonna go off attacking now. I'm gonna go to positive. We still need to score goals, but I don't want to get too gung ho. I don't want to. Obviously, if you give Liverpool a lot of space, we saw what they did on the counterattack last time. So we need to be a little bit more conservative. But that goal is huge, and of course, it's Gio Reyna, the American superstar. Luca Net's looking for a long throw, but long throws are so bad if you don't have a good long throw taker. It's almost not worth it because they get counters like this. Mane is through, and there's a defender on the or a striker on the other side. Boadu. Shot goes pretty far wide, though, so not a great finish by Sadio Mane. And it looks like we're going to go into halftime 1-1. We're still in this game. We're still in it. We only need 1 goal. And if we do score that, the best they can do by scoring 1 is send it to extra time. So 1 goal is going to be huge. We really need this second goal. Obvious. It's pretty obvious, but we really need the second goal. The second goal is huge. The third goal is massive. So, yeah, we need Haaland to step up. He has disappeared this game. Kyle Jorge has not played well. Haaland has absolutely disappeared. That's not what we need. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. That is a terrible performance. It took one moment of brilliance from Guerrero and Giovanni Reyna to bring us into this game. We need that from our good players like Haaland, our good players like Bellingham, who has been very disappointing this season. Good players like Camavinga, who's been pretty good this season, but we need those guys to step up. Defensively, we need our center backs to step up, our fullbacks to step up, our goalkeeper to step up. Berkey with a good save there. Just the goalkeeper difference in this game is just ridiculous. Berkey compared to Donnarumma. A little bit of an advantage there. Kyle Jorge with a decent shot on target. I considered taking him off at halftime. I just don't really trust Turkey. That's offside. Did Haaland have to hit that? Was that going in at the far post? Or was it going wide? I think it was going wide. Offsides. That would have been massive. That's exactly what we need to. A set piece. Reyna to Pepetti. He's so close. I think it's going wide. I think the fact that he had to head it in the back of the net. Bruce Shin for Guerrero. He's fine. He can stay on. This has been a highlight-filled game so far. A lot of highlights. Boadu threw again, and he scores again. That's not good. That's very not good. Obviously, it doesn't really change much. We still need a goal. And we have to go to extra time if we score that goal now, but we still only need 1 goal to not be knocked out. That's just far too easy, though. Mane to Salah, just terrible defending by Zagadou. Keeper, pretty awful, too. And it's 2-1. We have been completely outmatched. English teams are so stupid in this game. I hope they're better in FM22. Look at their success in European competitions. Obviously, City played well last year in the Champions League. But the rest of Chelsea, played well in the Champions League. City played pretty well in the Champions League too, and that's game over. We are out. We need 2 goals. Boadu has absolutely ripped us a new one. I'm going to berate the team. Comes from our own attack. Just a lob ball over the top. Maybe I should have played deeper. But, Pepetti and Zagadou aren't slow. I know Boadu's quick, but he's not that quick. He's not Mane quick. So frustrating. Demir with a nice interception. We need 2 goals. And Demir has to score here. And he doesn't. That's game over. We had to score right there. We do not have enough time to come back in this game, I don't think. Alright, we got to change our formation. We got to go attacking. Demir is moving up as a striker. Advance forward. Nets is going on attack. Guerrero's moving up. I'm going to keep Nets back just for now. Camavinga's not played well. Neither is Bellingham. Bellingham's been so bad this season. Move to attacking mid. Bring on Cherky. As I don't want. I need to go all attacking. I need everyone on attacking. We need to score 2 goals. I don't care about defending at this point. 1 more goal by them means nothing to me. We need 2 goals. We only have 25 minutes. I think this is what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll make the midfielders a little bit. No, screw it. I'm going all out. I'm going balls to the wall. I'm not going to go more direct. I'm still going to play our style of football, just a little bit different shape. More attacking shape, getting more numbers forward. Going to try to counterattack a little bit, hopefully, by keeping numbers forward. Hopefully we can do some counterattacks with our 3-man at the top of the formation. Just need to get these second balls, though, which we're not getting. Everything has gone to Liverpool so far this game. Petty with a nice clearance, and we do get on the end of that one. Kyle Jorge, we've got so many numbers up. He beats his man with pace. Plays ball to Demir into Cherky. Oh my god, that is the weakest shot I've ever seen. That is an absolute P-roller. What is he doing? We had to have that. We absolutely had to have that. That was a golden opportunity. Missing those is why you lose games. That is exactly why you lose games, because you miss chances like that. Petty to head it out. I'm not optimistic. I don't see any world where we score 2 goals on this ridiculous back line. I mean, Virgil van Dijk is insane. That's offside, I'm assuming. Their defense is just ridiculous. We got a young squad. They're overpowered in general. I don't know. Goal is disallowed, but we need a miracle. We need an absolute miracle to win this game. Haaland has absolutely disappeared. He's being fined after this game. Unless he turns it up and scores 2 goals here. Can I talk to Haaland? I'm going to berate him. He's played a 6.2. His worst game of the season in the biggest game of the season. Literally the most important game of our season, and he absolutely disappears. He is completely outplayed by Myron Boadu. Oh, get to that, Haaland. Again, slow to get to the ball. He had a chance to get to that. He definitely had a chance to get to that. If he runs immediately, he gets to that first. Defender was pretty slow to react, but he was even slower. The work rate's just not there. They're not even that tired, and that's a penalty. Oh, it's not. Is it a penalty? Is it not a penalty? What is it? Okay, it's apparently not a penalty. I thought it was a penalty. Okay, we need to start kicking it straight to Haaland. Wait, do we have an injury? Wait. What is going on? Why does it say that? I guess because that's where Sancho was. I don't know why it's saying he's injured currently. Kick it to Haaland. Long. Stop playing out of defense. Pass into space. Be more expressive. I don't want to do that. They'll destroy us in behind. I'm just going to stay with that. Can't talk to their team. The game is over. Haaland, you're getting a week fine. Kyle Jorge, you're getting a week fine. Okay. Kyle Jorge's coming off. Cherky's going to go up at striker. Rain is going to move to attacking mid. Emre Can or Nico? Who's got the better finishing? I think 11. Oh, that's great. Nico's big, though. 6'2". Chan is 6 foot. So, who's faster? 15-14 with 13 dribbling. 15-12 with 14 dribbling. Gosh dang it. There's no obvious choice here. I think Nico's a little bit more offensive, though. I'm going to bring on Nico. Ah. Can I undo? I'm going to bring on Chan. He's more experienced. I'm going to go with a more experienced player. He's a little bit more defensive, but he's a more experienced player. We need someone that can win the ball in the midfield with Bellingham and Reina as our only midfielders. So we need someone that can win the ball, and that's going to have to be Emre Can. Nets is going all out. I'm considering moving a striker or center back to striker. We only playing with one center back and no fullbacks. We need to go ridiculous. I'll save it for stoppage time. Maybe we can score a goal here in the next 6 minutes. If we do, we still have a chance. If we don't, it's game over. We're not scoring 2 in stoppage time. That only the AI is allowed to do that. Guerrero on the ball, looking for a ball into the back post. Nets to Bellingham. He wastes so much time on the ball. Bellingham is so bad. He's been so bad this season. And Haaland with the worst game of his life. That's game over. Of course they score a free kick. 4-1. It's just like last year. Getting absolutely demolished in the Champions League by an English team. What's the similarity between the two situations? England, they're stupid. Fix it. Make English teams, at least somewhat realistic. No, I think Turkey's a better striker. Zagadou is a target man. Petty, congratulations. It's you versus the world. I'm going to move Yusuf Demir back to attacking midfielder. Play him as a shadow striker. Play Reina as a shadow striker. We've got 3 minutes. Not even that. Basically 2 minutes. Let's do normal crosses. Let's play normal. Distribute to the center back, playing striker. They're probably going to score 3 more in 3 minutes, but I don't care. We need 4 goals. 3 goals. We need 3 goals. So just kick it straight up to your center back playing striker every single time. That's going to be another goal. Because we have no center backs. Good block. Bellingham, why are you clearing that? We need to score now. You're wasting time. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. 30 seconds left. We need 3 goals. That's obviously not going to happen. If we have any chance of winning the Champions League again, an English team has to be knocked out by some other big team. We cannot beat an English team. It's literally impossible on this game to beat an English team. They're so stupid. That's game over. We lose. We are out of the Champions League for the 2nd straight season. Haaland with an absolutely shocking game. I said earlier he's getting a 1-week fine. He's getting a 2-week fine. Demir, 2-week fine. Kaio, 2-week fine. Unacceptable. Absolutely crapped their pants in the biggest moment of the season. Reina and Guerrero. Somehow Papetti got a good rating. Don't know why, but Reina and Guerrero are the only players that stepped up to do anything this game. So frustrating. Expect to see you in training. Defenders, furious. Midfielders, furious. Strikers, very furious. What are your thoughts about the aggregate defeat? I thought we were awful and easily 2nd best. Taking off Erling Haaland. Yeah, you want me to take off Erling Haaland. They're idiots. He's the best player in the world. He just crapped his pants in the biggest moment. Sancho, 2 to 3 months. Just give me more. It's exactly what I want. Who else can get injured? Obviously, it doesn't matter anymore, but still, his development's going to be messed up because of that. Erling. Discipline. 2 weeks' wages. Kaio. Discipline. 2 weeks' wages. Can I discipline Jude Bellingham? I know he wasn't that bad, but I just hate him. I just hate him right now. Who was the other awful player? Demir came in and was awful. Discipline. Whoops. Discipline. Poor performance. You had a 6.3 and you played like 30 minutes. You definitely get fined. No one's going to like that. Let's advance and see what they think. I'm sure they all going to hate it. Unfair, unfair, unfair. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Alright, I need somebody to talk him out of this. I don't want him being upset. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because he's our most important player. But he's tied down to a long contract. So do I give a shit? Not really. Who else can talk to him? Royce couldn't get the job done. Berkey. Speak about teammate happiness. Unhappy at being fined. Erling Haaland. Unable. Where am I? Dynamics. Okay, Erling Haaland's next team leader. Okay, we're not going to be able to talk him out of it. Good. He's not too upset. What about Jorge? I literally don't give a shit what Jorge thinks. Okay. Demir, don't give a shit what you think either. Good. Good. Everything's fine. Except that we just lost the biggest game of the season. We're out of the Champions League. Unfortunately, we weren't going to complete the series this year anyways. Like, this would mean more if we had a full homegrown squad and could actually complete the series, and we got our butts whooped by another English team. But so frustrated. So very frustrated. I hate English teams. I guess I just have to be an English team so I'm not always screwed over by English teams in the Champions League. I mean, I'll still get them in the semifinals and be screwed over by them, but... Or just not be able to qualify for the Champions League anyways because I have to play them on a regular basis. I don't know. There's no correct answer there. Unless I'm like, I choose to be Liverpool. So I don't get destroyed by Liverpool every single Champions League. I'm salty. That's going to be the end of the episode, though. We'll come back. I think I'm going to skip the semifinal. If we win the semifinal, I'll come back for the final. These Bundesliga games obviously mean nothing. We've already won the title. If we lose the DFB Pokal, I'll come back for an end of season. But, yeah. Sucks the way it ended, but somehow, if you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.